Welcome back, Norfolk enjoyers. Now, if you are joining us from episode 10, part 1, then you will realise that we got a little bit over-enthusiastic about discussing the North Norfolk coast.
Well, it's understandable, really.
It's impossible not to. How can you not? Basically, there's so much to talk about, so much to do, so much to enjoy.
There is.
You go. So we decided for ease of listening to split episode 10, the last episode of season 1 of the Norfolk Good podcast, into 2 sections.
Yeah, made sense.
Indeed. And this is the second section. So from here, we're going to carry on round the coast and see where we end up.
So we're heading out of Cley.
Yep, leaving Cley.
Leaving Cley along the coast road.
Yep.
And we're heading over to Blakeney. Love Blakeney as well.
Love Blakeney.
It's fabulous. Yeah, you could bypass it basically, couldn't you, along the coast road? You have to go down. There's a road that goes in and out of Blakeney. It's not a one-way system, but it goes in and out. A very tiny road down. But then you appear at the harbour.
You could bypass it, but you would be a fool.
You would.
Because you'd be missing a treat.
I always go down there, just to have a look. I went down that time when I was up there at Christmas.
Oh, and it was so lovely.
Beautiful. And that I took a picture of that boat that was had some lights on things.
Yes.
You've got to go down. I love the harbour there with all the boats moored up along there.
It's a very pretty, nice little place.
Yeah. And you've got the Blakeney Hotel.
The Blakeney Hotel, which is fabulous and lovely. And I know lots of people who've spoken to us said that they've got great memories of staying there.
Yeah, okay.
So highly praised. Yeah.
Really lovely. Popped in there for food sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an amazing hotel. And sometimes the tides are so high, aren't they? It comes up over the harbour.
Is that the one where the cars all end up in the water at Blakeney?
Yeah, I think so,
We often see sometimes on social media, so the local harbour, I want to say harbour master, but the people that look after the harbour, they'll often put out warning pictures of people that park too close and then the tide comes in. And actually this happens at a variety of places along the North Norfolk
coast. It does, yeah, when you get the spring high tides and things.
Their cars sort of half underwater.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Not good,
To be honest, you can see how it's easily done because we've left places before and suddenly roads you came in on are underwater.
Yeah.
You've got to be very careful with the tides in North Norfolk.
Very careful.
Blakeney was a commercial seaport until the early 20th century.
Yeah.
Now the harbour's silted up and only small boats can make their way out past Blakeney Point to the sea.
Yes, Blakeney Point.
Yep. National Trust. Nature reserve where you can see the seals.
You can get boats out from the harbour there.
Yes, you can.
That take you on the seal trips.
Yeah.
And if you're coming, you've got to go out.
Again, it's another real Norfolk bucket list kind of item. You've got to go and see the seals. It's a wonderful spectacle, isn't it?
You've got to follow the National Trust Norfolk Coast on social media because they always put out information about the wildlife out there and particularly seals.
Images as well, don't
and it's record breaking. The number of seal pups that they have there each year normally breaks a record year on.
Amazing.
It's amazing what they've done.
Because they're largely they're it's not even like we were talking about Horsey a couple of episodes back. It's so undisturbed out there because they're remote essentially, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think you can you access it by land at all? Sometimes
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. You probably can, but
not always though. Anyway, I don't think. But you can walk. I know you can walk quite far out towards Blakeney Point when the tide's low, I believe. But I don't know if you can access it. So again, like Cley, Blakeney had a reputation for acts of piracy.
What last week or?
No, back in the 1300s. It was quite the pirate haunt, apparently. Many a foreign merchant ship which sought shelter in Blakeney found its cargo stolen. Apparently,
my goodness.
They were not adverse. The men of Blakeney, apparently, from what I've read. Obviously, in the interests of equality, there could have been some women involved.
Yes.
But they were not averse to boarding vessels and then stripping them of their cargo.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
And apparently, I read this, this is a direct quote, such was the lawlessness of the residents that the village refused to supply a ship for the battle against the Spanish Armada.
Right.
So that was Blakeney. They were basically a law unto themselves on the North Norfolk coast.
Of the residents.
Indeed, they wouldn't even comply with a direct order from the king, I assume.
I think a lot has changed in Blakeney.
Do you? Yeah. Now it's a popular tourist resort. It's got the Blakeney Hotel, obviously. It's got a caravan site. Offers lots of activities: crabbing, fishing, canoeing, bird watching, and Blakeney Point, which, as well as the seals, up to 100 species of birds can be found throughout the year.
Wow.
So again, one for the binoculars.
I know, it is amazing. I don't know whether you can just take the boat out there, like you said, or whether you can actually get on there and see or whether it's just for National Trust wardens. But
we'll have to investigate.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Blakeney itself's well worth a visit.
Oh, definitely. Heading out of Blakeney after a lovely...
If you've managed to escape the pirates.
Yeah, and the lawless residents. But after a lovely lunch at the Blakeney Hotel.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, heading out, you'll come across Stiffkey.
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 Yeah, nice.
And, I there's a number of things I like about Stiffkey. Some people don't like it because of the road that goes through. And sometimes you can get stuck there and queued up. I actually love that.
Yeah.
Because it slows you down.
Yes, it really does that,
Yeah. And I'm not a rapid person anyway. So I like to go at my own pace. And I like the fact that you have to queue through there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a very...
As long as everyone's polite. As long as everyone's polite. Sometimes in the height of summer, it's a bit of a hot spot of tension.
But I like that.
It's very Norfolky.
The roads are go very narrow at some points, and all the properties. So I like that.
Stiffkey's very pretty.
Yeah, and one thing you've got to watch out for when you're driving through there is the Doctor Who TARDIS. Now you haven't seen that, have you?
Well, I might have. I can't remember, to be honest. It doesn't come to mind.
I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it is after mentioning now. But yeah, you're driving through. If you're driving west through, if you could keep a lookout, keep a lookout on your right. You'll see a blue
just
TARDIS.
by the side of the road.
It's in somebody's garden.
Oh, okay. And you say it's a full-size replica TARDIS.
Well, it looks like it.
Unless, of course, it's the real TARDIS.
Could be. Which I'll be lucky then if it's not there and it is there. It's probably gone somewhere else for a bit.
There you go. That's what you can claim.
But keep an eye out for it. And I'd like you, if anybody's going through, let me know it's still there.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Okay.
And we will have a look ourselves this summer when we go up to the coast.
We will.
A couple of things I like about Stiffkey. They've got a good campsite.
They have.
Camped at Stiffkey, which is really nice. It's quite a au naturel kind of campsite in a way. It's quite traditional, but it leads right down to the
marshes.
Which is really, really nice. Stiffkey stores as well. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
If you're going through, they do there's nice little snacks and that sort of thing you can pick up there.
Yeah, with Stiffkey, there's been some debate over the years of whether it's actually called Stiffkey or Stoo-key.
It's pronounced Stoo-key.
Stoo-key or Stiffkey, yes.
What camp do you fall in?
Well, I fall in the Stiffkey.
Stiffkey.
Definitely Stiffkey.
So sounds as spelt.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely Stiffkey. Being from Norfolk, obviously,
so you're the
I'm
gospel.
pretty sure it is just called Stiffkey.
Well, yeah, you say that, but I have heard the local pronunciation is Stoo-key, and I will tell you why I think it could be true. Okay, is if you just look at things like Haysborough, actually spelt Happisburgh, Wyndham would be Wymundham.
They are, in my mind.
And isn't there a pronunciation of Stratton Strawless that's completely different to how it's spelled?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember what it is.
You're going off piece now.
I can't remember. Anyway, if you have any news, or if you know where the Stiffkey is genuinely in Norfolk supposed to be pronounced Stoo-key, then do let us know, listeners. One thing I will say before we leave Stiffkey is Stiffkey Blues.
Yes.
So,
yeah,
they are special foods that come from the area around Stiffkey. They're special because the mud beds, they're a type of cockle.
Yes,
Blues.
yeah.
And the mud beds that the cockles live in give the shells a distinctive blue tinge.
Nice.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So
know about them.
They are blue shell cockles, and they are known as, now you're going to like this, Stoo-key Blues.
No, they're not.
They are. And also, interestingly enough, Farrow and Ball, makers of fancy posh paint, have got a colour called Stiffkey Blue.
Called Stiffkey Blue.
Well, it's written Stiffkey Blue. It could be pronounced Stoo-key Blue. And apparently this inky blue is named after the Norfolk beach where the mud, along with the cockles, share a particular deep navy hue.
Lovely.
Onwards on our coastal tour.
Oh, yes.
we're going to leave Stiffkey or Stoo-key, as Andrew's getting increasingly crosser that I'm calling it. And we're going to Wells next to sea.
Lovely.
Lovely Wells.
Yes.
Now, I've got a few facts about Wells.
Oh, nice.
Before we kick off with our memories of the place.
Love facts.
So Wells is a traditional fishing port and seaside town. Okay.
It still is, unlike the others, isn't it? Still is massive for fishing.
It's still, quite more active. The others are a little bit. Some of the others are.
Yeah, a few, but I see Wells as where
it's
a
got
lot
very
of it
active
comes.
harbour still. Yeah. So the town's name, you might be interested to know, derives from spring wells, of which Wells used to have several, rising through the chalk of the area. Now, there's only one remaining original spring well that gave Wells its name. Do you know where it is, Andrew?
I do, and I've seen it.
I thought you might have done.
I've been up close and personal with that well.
With Wells Well.
Yeah.
The Wells Well. The Wells Well 1. Go on.
I have. It is in the garden of the old custom house.
The former custom house. Yeah. Fabulous. I have some interesting facts about said custom house. So it was built in 1560, located on the East Quay. And again, I just love these. I love these stories about the North Norfolk coast. So the authorities were attempting to rein in the activities of smugglers and pirates.
Oh, more. Okay. No, all the way along the coast.
Well, as we heard about, was it Blakeney?
Blakeney.
The inhabitants of Blakeney. They were...
Clyde as well.
They were a pretty feisty lot. Now, next door was the Royal Standard Inn, which was apparently a very lively haunt in the 18th century.
I bet it was.
And that was possibly why the custom house was sort of located next to it, because most of the smugglers and pirates frequented the Royal Standard Inn, but so did Horatio Nelson.
Hey.
Yeah, it was frequented by a young Horatio Nelson, and not only that, but it doubled as the first rural post office in Norfolk.
Oh.
Indeed.
Wow,
so where we live, we've got a post office in a pub, but it's not a new idea, it would seem.
I thought it was.
They could also post with their pints. Brilliant. Fabulous. So Wells, obviously it's got that fabulous maritime history, nautical history, naughty and nautical history with the pirates. Like what I've done there. It's renowned now. It's a really lovely holiday location, great for day visits. Got a wonderful, expansive sandy beach and dunes, beach huts, pine trees, shops and pubs.
Yep. Crabbing as well, crabbing off the harbour again.
Oh, off the quayside, yeah. Well, actually, I was going to say, so sort of my memories of going to Wells is eating chips on the quay.
Yes,
eating
definitely.
Chips on Wells Quay again is it's an absolute must if you're coming to Norfolk.
Yeah.
It's got to be done.
Yeah.
We used to park up behind the pine woods, walk down through the dunes to get to the beach. We spent many a happy day on the beach, which always ended horrifically with having to wash the sand off our feet in the world's coldest tap in the car park. However, I am not the only one, because we were recently speaking to some of our followers on Instagram about their memories of the North Norfolk coast, Sarah Louise, and she said you can't say you've been to the beach in Norfolk without having found a freezing tap to wash your feet off under. There you go. And still there will always be half the beach in your shoes when you get home.
Yeah.
So true.
And they must pipe that water from somewhere really, really
the
cold.
Arctic. I should think it was. It didn't matter how hot the day was.
Yeah.
That was always, it traumatised me so much that I think probably there were some days I'd rather have not gone on the sand because I had to wash my feet under that tap in the car park. Horrible. But we used to go onto the beach, and we also did a bit of cockling, which I mentioned at the very start of our podcast season, I think.
Yes.
Cockling in Wells.
Smells of Norfolk.
Smells of Norfolk, indeed, yeah. And so we used to take our buckets and spades and dig for cockles in the kind of oily mud that they had. It was quite black.
Lovely.
On Wells Beach.
Sounds joyful.
We'd end up covered in black mud, really, really, and then have to go and wash our feet in the. Yeah, I'm not really bigging up the day out in Wales, but I can tell you now that we've had some really lovely visits since those days they were childhood visits.
Yeah.
We've gone back since. We've played in the arcades. We've done a bit of shopping and eating.
The arcades. That is one of my biggest memories of Wales is the arcades.
Ah, yeah.
And I hope you do remember, because it is the place that I won a bagpuss on the grab machine.
Oh, the claw.
The claw. The first time I've ever won anything out of one of those.
Bagpuss. Yeah, we still have bagpuss. I forgot that he came from Wales, actually.
From that arcade
lovely.
on Thornham. Hopefully it's still there.
What, the arcade?
Yeah,
is it Gray's Amusements or something like that, I think?
Don't know.
But anyway, so we also had the privilege a couple of years ago of eating on the Albatross.
Yes.
Which had been a bucket list item of mine for ages. So
Yeah,
I've been going to Wales since I was tiny. And they've always had this. They've had this old boat moored in the quay called the Albatross, and it always advertised selling Dutch pancakes. And we finally did it, and we got on there, and it was just as fabulous as I'd always imagined. Awesome pancakes, awesome atmosphere.
Music.
It was teeny weeny,
music.
wasn't it? But we had to all budge up together while a man came and played live music. It was absolutely, it was so epic. But it's been removed at the moment. Although I hear it's being sort of refurbished and refitted.
Okay.
And it's going to be returned, but I think probably as a cafe. So probably not quite the former Albatross vibe, but hopefully it's definitely something we'll be exploring and looking forward to.
As long as they serve coffee and cake and the odd sausage roll, I am there.
Oh, but the pancakes.
I know.
So it's also, Wales was once connected to the National Rail network and served by its own station. Oh, right. But now there is a light railway between Wales next to the sea and Walsingham, the WWLR, which we also mentioned.
Wales Walsingham Light Railway.
Indeed. We mentioned that in a previous podcast, I'm sure.
We did,
Which is a fabulous novel family activity. But, not only has it been there for, it must be 40 odd years now, it is the longest 10.25-inch narrow gauge steam railway in the world.
Really?
Indeed, yeah. In Wales and Walsingham. Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's fabulous fun. We had apart from the whole experience is amazing. Yeah. And you feel a little bit like you're sort of giants on a tiny train, because it's miniature, but it's not like super miniature like the one at Eaton Park, is it?
No.
It's like
it's
a little
in
bit
between.
Yeah.
And you can go in a carriage that's kind of covered, or you can be in the open air, can't you?
Yeah, and the views are amazing. You go through fields and countryside, and you see the sea, and you go along, and it's a really wonderful experience. We highly recommend that.
And they sometimes do a trail, don't they? Like at Easter, and you have to spot as you're going along.
Yes, things on the railway. So once we did, it was like a fairyland, an enchanted railway trail or something, and there were like cutouts of fairies along the way, and you had to tick them off on a chart, and that was really good fun. Highly recommend that. Yeah, lovely thing to do that. The Wales and Walsingham Light Railway. Before we leave Wells, and again, we hope to return there soon because it is a fantastic Norfolk location.
Great.
A bit about Wells food. So it's renowned for its shellfish, as we mentioned, for its cockles and whelks from the black mud.
Yes.
And samphire.
Samphire, yeah.
Yep, and of course, fish and chips.
Of course, You've got a couple of fish and chip shops along there.
Yes.
Two big ones on the front, I think. It's just great, isn't it?
And as we've said, eating chips on Wells Quay is an essential part of any North Norfolk holiday.
It has to be done.
Yeah, to be honest, you can actually eat your fish and chip way along the coast, can't you?
Well, we tend to.
Which we have done on several occasions. Yeah. Whenever we do camp up there, we have it at least 2 or 3 times.
It's a staple diet, isn't it?
It's fabulous, yeah. That was Wells. Yes. Where's next?
Well, if you're in Wales, instead of driving along, you can...
if you've managed to find a parking place in Wales.
Stay there. That's good. Head up to the beach, and you can walk all the way along the beach. Yeah. So you can either go along the beach with all the sand dunes and everything like that, or you can go slightly inland through the pine trees, and you can walk all the way along to Holcombe Beach.
Yeah. Fantastic beach.
Yep.
Often voted a top beach in the UK and sometimes the world, I think. It's fabulous.
Used for films and all that sort of thing, isn't it?
Yes, I think it was Holcombe that was featured at the end of Shakespeare in Love with Gwyneth Paltrow. I might be wrong, but I think it was. Okay. One of many famous sort of Norfolk film locations.
But so big. Vast space there, isn't it?
Vast expanse of sand, sea and sky. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah.
But there again, I did see an image when we had some really high tides over the winter where the sea was basically right up to the little ramp where you come down onto the beach.
It does actually.
So
that's a point worth noting. Is actually around Wells. The sea is a very tricky customer.
Yeah.
So it can that tide can come in very quickly.
Yes.
And there are every summer people stranded and having to be rescued by the Coast Guard. You've got to be careful. You've got to watch your tides. And the thing is, because it goes so far out, people have a tendency to walk really far out.
Yeah.
And then they don't leave enough time to get all the way back.
Yeah.
And actually, my mum was caught out when she was a child at Wells, and I believe had to be rescued by the Coast Guard because she got stranded out on. When the tide came in beyond them. Yeah, crikey. Indeed. So it's very important to... the sea is a cruel mistress.
It is.
And she must be respected.
Keep an eye on those tidal tides.
Absolutely, yeah.
But, going in Holcombe, it's fabulous there, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely. And Holcombe's a lovely day out.
It can be loads of people, but the beach feels like it's your own.
Absolutely. And at any time of year as well. At any time of year. I mean, dogs are allowed on certain North Norfolk beaches at certain times of year and certain parts of the year. I think between May and September, they're only allowed on certain parts depending on what beaches you're going to.
Yeah.
So if you've got a dog and you want to go on the beach, obviously check those. Yeah. But it's, I mean, we've been in the winter for winter walks and it's just...
where it's kind of sandblasted our ankles.
It's just...
Doesn't it? That's the sand just
Mother
whipping
Nature
across.
At her best. Fabulous, really
just
is.
You've got to see it all seasons, haven't you? To really appreciate the North Norfolk coast.
Absolutely.
Or you can drive along to Holcombe. Plenty of park in there and head out onto the beach.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you can park. There is that... Is it Lady Anne's Drive?
Yeah.
Queen Anne's Drive? Lady Anne's Drive. I think they're either building or have built a new visitor centre there, which we haven't actually explored yet.
It's built.
Oh, okay.
We've got to go and check it out.
That's always really quite busy, especially if even if you try and go there something like Boxing Day. But there are other places, so we tend to park within Holcombe.
Yeah.
There's a very nominal fee, isn't there?
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about that is once you've paid to park in Holcombe, you can then explore Holcombe Parkland and Estate as well. Yeah, which is fabulous. And there's obviously we're concentrating on the coast today, so that's a whole nother episode. But for a normal fee, and then you can just walk down, can't you, and basically get to the coast that way. Really so that's what we tend to do. So fantastic,
beautiful walks there.
It is, and I mean, just to sort of underline that, really, it is. It's an area of outstanding natural beauty.
Yeah.
So does what it says on the tin, basically.
Now we're heading out of Holcombe.
Mm-hmm. Heading west.
West, yes, always going west. Go west.
I was going to say it sounds like a song.
Anyway.
West.
Yes. And we're heading towards the Burnhams.
Burnhams.
But
Burnhams.
I'm just. We're not going to talk about Burnham Market. That could be a whole new. We're not going to talk about
too much of the Burnhams. Just going to sort of drive through at speed.
Yeah.
Not breaking any limits.
Oh no, 40 mile an hour through there. I think.
Probably could be 30.
Anyway,
whatever it is. Yep.
Whenever I'm going through the Burnhams, I like to pop into Burnham Overy Stave.
Yeah. Well, if you're on doesn't the A149, does that go through?
It doesn't go through it. You have to come off and around, but you can go down to Burnham Overy Stave. Mm-hmm. And I really like just go down there just to see the tides coming in and out. Mm. And it's really nice. There's a little tiny key there, and you can stand there, and the tide's coming really fast to go out.
Yeah, we've taken some lovely pictures there, actually.
So we go from there, and then we come out and we head towards Burnham Norton. Now, another really nice place I like when I'm driving along there is the road. You come down to a windmill, which I think is National Trust, and we've been up that way. They opened it one day, didn't they? And I think we all went to the top of that one.
Yeah, I think it was it's like a residential, school residential place.
No, anybody can hire it, I think.
Can they?
Yeah, you can hire it. It's got like bunk rooms and kitchens and bedrooms and everything. Yeah,
it was open for an open day.
Cool. So you come down past that windmill and you take a tight bend and you've got this like a pond there, and you've got like a water mill and a little bridge going over it, and there's this cottage there called Mrs. Priddy's Cottage. Mm-hmm. Which I think is owned by the National Trust, and you can stay there as well. Or is it Mrs. Priddy's? I don't know. Something like that. But you can say it's very picturesque.
It's very, and also lovely. It's quite iconic. I think most people that have driven along there, or certainly through Burnham Overy Stave, will know that white overhanging. Is it like a grain store or something like that?
Yeah,
or another bit of the mill or something like that? But it sort of slightly overhangs the road. Very sort of juts slightly
little bridge
into the road.
Overhangs that little bridge there, the humpback bridge.
It's very, it's very recognisable.
Yeah, picturesque.
Yeah.
And lovely.
And then continuing sort of back on the coast road.
Yeah.
And the coast road definitely goes through this Burnham and Burnham Deepdale.
It is. Definitely straight through that one.
Yeah, where Dalegate Market is.
Dalegate Market.
Deepdale backpacking.
Yes. And
fabulous sort of hostel and campsites.
Yeah, it's lovely, actually. Lovely campsite and a backpackers hostel there.
Yes, absolutely. And it was literally a stone's throw away from Brancaster Staithe as well.
Yeah.
And what I would say about that whole little area is there's some fantastic walks to be had around there. We've done some really lovely circular walks around Brancaster Staithe. And there's also a couple of very nice eateries, stroke pubs, stroke rooms.
Yes.
There in Brancaster Staithe. The White Horse.
Yes.
Where you can stay, dine, drink, eat, whatever.
Yes, it's fabulous there. We've stayed in the garden rooms haven't we? Which are lovely.
We've stayed inside as well.
And in the main part of the pub.
Yeah.
And they're soon we'll be opening their marsh side again, which is
an outdoor
amazing.
Tented area sort of covered
tented area right down the bottom to overlook the marshes. And big on seafood, obviously.
Yeah, well, at the back, you've also got the Staithe Smokehouse.
Yes.
Where Phil is there.
Yeah, Smoky Phil.
Yeah.
Smoky Phil,
Smoking
as he likes to be called. Well, I think he does, anyway.
Caught on the doorstep of the Staithe Smokehouse, which is the fabulous thing. And then just up the road a tiny bit more, I'm say, is the Jolly Sailors.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, we've mentioned both these places before because they are really favourite Norfolk destinations of ours. Jolly's is wonderful for families. It's really relaxed. Great atmosphere,
perfect for families, and always whenever we've been, always stacked full of families.
Yeah, it's buzzing. It's a place relaxed. Where you can go and your family. Eating with families can be a nerve-wracking experience because children aren't by nature quiet, which is their privilege. And wonderful thing is you don't have to keep saying shh, be quiet or be on your best behaviour at the Jollies because it's just sort of there's always a low hum of conversation, and if there's sport like the rugby or anything like that, they've got that on there. So
the Shantymen, the Nelson Shantymen there on a Monday evening.
Yeah. And they also do gigs there occasionally, don't they? As well, and that sort of thing. They have sort of a cider and ale festival in the garden sometimes.
Yeah, and they've got lovely play equipment in the garden as well for the kids.
Yeah, it's very, very family orientated. And the White Horse is I'd say the White Horse is very much more geared towards probably older families, couples. Yeah. It's great for celebrations. Yeah. So we went there. Did we go there for your dad's 70th?
I think so, yeah.
So
in the conservatory there.
They also do a mean afternoon tea, which is...
Yes, you've had that.
Yes, and if you do go for afternoon tea, don't eat lunch, because honestly, it is ample. And if you stay there, the rooms are lovely, the breakfast is fantastic. You can't speak highly enough of either of those places, really.
We normally eat with the kids in there in the bar area, which is the more relaxed part of it as well, which is good. In the evening, But you can eat in the courtyard out the front or on the terrace.
The conservatory is amazing. It's got this panoramic view of the marshes, is it, behind?
Yep.
Yeah.
All of that. So that's,
Indeed. Fantastic.
Yeah, going back to Deepdale, because during the course of the year, they hold some events there, don't they? They hold different markets.
Lots of events,
Yes, they have a spring market.
In normal times, obviously.
Yeah, and we will be back there. We will be back there.
They will be back, yeah.
And they hold a Christmas market.
Yeah.
Which is all local people, and they're pop-up shops on there as well, with all local artisan producers.
Yeah, music festival sometimes in the autumn. The autumn.
Yeah, which we've been to that. That's really good as well, isn't it?
Yeah, really good. Really good fun.
And they've got really, really, really high green credentials there, haven't they?
Yes.
Which is what they...
Yeah, it's an amazing place. Again, well worth checking out.
Yeah.
Still on the subject of Burnham Deepdale, I've got a few historical facts for you, Andrew, which I know you'll lap up. So, Burnham Deepdale's got strong Roman links and is part of the route of the Norfolk Coast Path, Peddar's Way, which starts at Nettishall in Suffolk and ends at home next to the sea.
Wow.
I know. The entire trail's 93 miles long, but you can walk sections in one day.
We've got to do that.
I know, definitely. Yeah. It's also a home to a multitude of wildlife because of the marshes and sea banks and creeks. A rare beauty spot that's accessible from Burnham Deepdale is Sculp's Head Island.
Yes, yeah. Actually, when we walked up the back, when we were at the music festival, we went up to the high field at the back. You could see right across to Sculp Head.
It's an offshore barrier island and a National Trust birdwatching reserve. Okay. So again, one for the twitchers.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Still in Burnham Deepdale, which is actually packs in a lot for such a small location.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
St Mary's Church is
just over the road there, isn't it?
Yes, from Dalegate Market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it has beautiful, and it's renowned for its beautiful stained glass windows.
Oh, okay. I haven't been inside that church.
No,
yet.
we need to explore these churches. It's a round tower church, Norman in origin. Mm-hmm. It has been restored, but it's still got a wealth of original character, apparently. And it houses one of the greatest medieval art objects in Norfolk, the Saxon Labours of the Month's font.
Oh, right.
Wow. I know. Why haven't we seen this?
I know.
It's a large square stone block, the body carved on 3 sides, and the 4th is blank. And they think that's probably because it would have stood against a wall originally, not because they just couldn't be bothered to go all the way around. Those lazy Saxons. Anyway, so it absolutely... so again, like all these other places we've mentioned today, Burnham Deepdale, perfect place if you just want a holiday. But there are, and it's got an excellent beach next door in Brancaster. Burnham's and Holcombe are only a short distance away. But fundamentally, there's just a wealth of history to explore as well. And wildlife.
I know.
There's just something for everyone. So, leaving Burnham Deepdale and Brancaster Staithe.
Yes.
Where next?
Heading just a tiny bit along is Brancaster itself.
Ah, Brancaster. Lovely. Yes. Beautiful Brancaster.
And
National Trust Estate. They are the custodians of Brancaster.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay. Thank you for that bit of knowledge. I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
Perhaps I did. Anyway, the thing I like about is the beach at Brancaster. You turn down, you take a really long road down to... Now, you have to be careful down there.
That is where your car could end up.
We have been.
Quite close.
We decided
it's been touch and go, hasn't it?
Yeah, we decided to park up and walk down, didn't we? Because you can park up in Brancaster and walk down as well.
Yeah.
But there is a car park at the very end there. And it's just a fabulous beach. Yeah. You go through kind of like the dunes. Yeah. And it opens up onto the beach. You've got the golf course there as well.
Yes, yeah.
Haven't you? Which is... amazing, having a golf course right on the beach there.
Yeah, but we've got quite a few of those, though, haven't we?
Yeah, actually. But that one's right down there, isn't it? And I think that part of the time it gets cut off as well by the sea. But it's big. Whenever we go, there's a lot of kite surfers, isn't there?
And that's because, Andrew, let me stop you there. Whenever we go, it's blowing an absolute gale.
Yeah.
So this is the last few times we've been to Brancaster. And I'm not quite sure why. It could just be our excellent luck. It is so windy that, yes, there are lots of kite surfers there. And one of the times we went, we actually literally had to leave the beach, so windy it was.
That was pretty windy. That was one.
But if you can tolerate a bit of wind, then there are some kite surfers and windsurfers and all that kind of thing going on there, isn't there? So,
and sometimes I've been there. They've had the kite buggy things.
Oh yeah, those things that are like little go-karty things attached
whip
to
across the
It's
sand.
Crazy, aren't they? Yeah, it looks like fun though.
I'd love to have a go,
but it can be quite dangerous.
Well.
I've got some memories of Brancaster because we used to go to Brancaster Beach a lot when I was a child.
Right, yeah.
But so what I remember is parking up. We couldn't just walk down to the beach and, erect all of our seaside stuff there. No. We had to walk like half a mile up to a really, it was idyllic.
Was this your dad who wanted you to...
Yes, it really was. If he's listening, he'll know. So it was this isolated little sort of beauty spot of an inlet, which was completely and utterly... there were no other people there, and it was always really beautiful and gorgeous. But I remember we had a blow up dinghy, as you did in the 80s, and chucking all our stuff in it, and it took usually at least 2 or 4 of us to carry it up, walking it up the whole beach. So by the time we got to this beautiful little spot, this isolated idyllic spot, normally we were absolutely shattered. And then you had a day at the beach. But we go there, but one of the most wonderful things about that trek paid off on at least 2 occasions because we ended up swimming with seals.
Wow.
In this little inlet. Yeah, so we'd walk all the way up to this little inlet. Yeah. And there used to be some sort of like a wreck or a pontoon or I don't know, there was something in the water. I can't remember what it was. It was a while ago. And anyway, we'd be sort of swimming in there and playing in there, literally just us and no one else for miles. And then this like shiny black head would pop up out of the water near us, and then there was another one. There were normally only two, and they'd be swimming around. They kept their distance from us, and we respected the same. But yeah, and that happened on a couple of occasions. So that's actually quite a special memory.
Yeah.
Even though the walk to this wonderful place where we used to pitch up was really quite a hike.
What about the walk back though? Crikey.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't even. I probably blocked that from my memory. Still in Brancaster. So obviously it's got this amazing beach, but it's also got the Roman fort site, Branadunum. Is that how you pronounce it? Branadunum?
Branadunum. I'll leave that one to you, I think.
We possibly aren't pronouncing that correctly, but it's spelt Branadunum. So it's a Roman fort site on the Brancaster estate, and Time Team apparently spent a week uncovering some of the secrets.
Oh, okay.
Branadunum in 2012. Channel 4's Time Team. Indeed, and you can actually, from the coastal path, you can actually walk past the site, can't you?
We have done, haven't we? Can you walk through the site as well?
I think you can, because there's a gate and there's a sign that sort of tells you what's where.
There,
to all intents and purposes, to the naked eye, it looks essentially like a field.
Yeah.
But obviously there are lots of other geographical indications that the fort was there, and it's been sort of pretty well excavated, I think, and researched.
Amazing, really,
But yeah, so right up there on the coast. Fabulous.
Amazing. Okay, so we're now heading out from Brancaster and along to another favourite haunt of mine whenever I'm passing through, and that is into Titchwell.
Titchwell, yeah.
Okay, and I love to stop at Titchwell Manor.
Ah, Titchwell Manor, yeah.
Okay, and all times of year, I just love to pop in there. I do love it around the festive season because they do these amazing mince pies.
And they've got the roaring fire as well.
Yeah,
and they're really friendly as well, aren't they? They're always so friendly when you stop in.
Yeah, and it's a fabulous place to stay.
Yeah, lovely rooms,
yeah,
gorgeous
all
rooms.
different rooms. They've got there and fabulously decorated. And they've got some rooms with hot tubs outside as well. And the food, obviously, amazing.
Yes,
the food there. I've been to one of the supper clubs there because they run some supper clubs.
Did we decide it's got 3 AA rosettes?
Yes, I think so.
In the previous podcast.
Let's not get into that again.
It's pretty multi-award.
Yeah, it is.
Winning.
Definitely. So you can either pop in for a drink, or you can pop in for some food. It's got a lovely conservatory there for some more kind of like fine dining and all the eating rooms. And it's got a lovely garden there as well. So
it's a very beautiful
location there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. And when we asked on our Instagram, the Enjoying Norfolk Instagram, what your memories are of the North Norfolk coast, Titchwell Manor weddings, because you can have weddings there.
You can.
Their best memories were weddings at Titchwell Manor.
Oh,
I know.
They will
which I
be
thought
back.
Was a very sweet response. I know when I said that to them. They will be back, guys. Just hang on in there. Titchwell's lovely. The other thing about Titchwell, again, one for birdwatchers, RSPB.
Yeah,
Titchwell
Marshes there.
Yeah.
Titchwell Reserve there, which is great. I've been in there.
You have a long time ago, but our youngest son received RSPB membership for Christmas.
He did.
So hopefully, when things open up, we can go and have a look at it again.
He can get us all in, can he?
He can get one himself and a friend.
Oh, okay.
But that's that's half of us.
Will he choose me or you?
I think he'll probably choose his brother. Actually, not us at all. So love Titchwell. So we have come to our final seaside stop of the day.
Oh,
Thornham.
It's a bit sad, really. I do like to chat about this coast.
I know. I could literally talk about the North Norfolk coast forever. And what this sort of thing really makes me, it just makes me want to go back there. And I'm mentally putting together a little to-do list in my head, later on in the year and in the summer, and hopefully when restrictions ease, of all these places I want to revisit. And the places I can't even remember, some of the sort of historical facts that we've mentioned today, we haven't been to these places in a few years, and I want to go back and see what they're like and just revisit them and enjoy them again.
I just love just driving along that coast road.
We could pack out the whole summer from the things we've mentioned in this podcast, basically. So, absolutely. And if you've heard things today which pique your interest, and you're planning to come to Norfolk for the summer, then jot down a little to-do list and check them off. And we'd love to hear about how you get on. Obviously, if you've got any feedback or memories or things you're planning to do, then let us know, because we do love to hear about, how useful the things we mention in the podcasts are.
Yeah, and what you get up to this summer.
Yeah, and equally, it might be something we haven't thought of.
I know.
Because we're always on the lookout for new ideas and inspiration, aren't we?
So Thornham.
Thornham, yes. Yep. So, again, originally a harbour village. Between Titchwell and Home.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. The beach at Thornham can be accessed via a walkway, which passes the old windmill.
Oh, yeah. I don't know whether I've been down to the beach there.
You have, because it's got many famous sites. First of all, it's got those kind of sticks that stick up on the marshes, and you've taken pictures of them. Oh, it's Home Dunes, isn't it? A bit further on, actually, I'm thinking of, that you access. You go down to the lifeboat inn at Thornham,
and then you
carry on down, straight down.
Yes. Yeah, it's like that's the old harbour.
Okay.
By the near the lifeboat inn.
Yes.
Yeah, and you drive down. Yeah, that's the old harbour at Thornham. Thornam Old Harbour.
Okay.
Yes, that's.
And the lifeboat inn is a fantastic little bolt hole, isn't it? It's got a real feel of Poldark about it. If I tell you what, if there were smugglers and pirates hanging around Thornham, they'd be at the lifeboat.
Yeah. By that big fire in the front there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic place.
Them.
So you can. But apparently, it's got many sites and points of interest. One of which is the old barn, which apparently was once. I don't know if it still is the most photographed building in England.
Yes. Because it's just there with a whole expanse,
it's like a focal point, the only sort of structure in an entire expanse of sort of nature, I suppose. And it was also used as Pitt's house in a BBC production of Great Expectations.
Yes, I heard that. Yeah. It was actually a coal barn. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, apparently they used to when it was a bigger harbour there, used to bring the ships in and unload all the coal into it to supply North Norfolk with coal. Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. That's very interesting. So Thornham's got very strong military links. And apparently, every now and then, people do still find World War II ammo on the beach.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even the mud is famous, apparently, because there are a number of mud flats and salt marshes which are protected.
Right.
And it is home to an extreme tidal system. Dun, 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 which leaves the area difficult to walk along at some times, which is, as we were discussing, I think almost all of that area has got an extreme tidal system, actually, I think.
Yeah. As we said, just got to watch it.
Plan ahead and be sensible. Don't just sort of venture out
willy-nilly.
So Thornham itself, the village, is full of history and local myths and stories of smugglers loading off contraband along the secluded beaches. Oh, I love it. So it really is sort of Poldark. Moonfleet.
Moonfleet.
Yeah. It's very Moonfleet. Oh, I love it so much. There are a few nice places to stay and some very beautiful old streets to explore back from the sort of the beach.
Yeah.
Obviously, we mentioned the lifeboat. Thornham, is it General Stores? What's that? Is that Thornham?
You got the deli. You got the deli, the Thornham deli there.
That's it. Yeah,
which is another one I pop into for a bit of lunch when I'm driving along.
Yeah.
That's really nice. It's got a nice shop next to it, and then you head up a little bit further to a place we've spoken about before, Drove Orchards.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Drove Orchards. It's just a long way, isn't it? Yeah, Thornham, which is a little collection of sort of shops, and it's got a couple of eateries now. It's got Eric's Fish and Chips.
Yep.
Again, if we were going to finish our virtual journey with fish and chips, it would be at Eric's.
It would.
And he also, Eric Snaith of Eric's Fish and Chips, owns Titchwell Manor. And Eric's Pizza.
Yes. Which also at Drove Orchards.
And they're pretty good pizzas. Yeah, we had one of those not too long ago, didn't we? So they're very, very nice.
So it's a nice selection of shops there.
Pick your own orchard as well.
Yeah, pick your own orchard there. A few quirky shops around, a smokehouse as well, I think there is there.
Yeah.
Well, you can buy seafood, and obviously the Drove Orchards farm shop.
Yes,
itself.
There. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Fantastic place for us to stop today, I think.
Yes, let's stop for a little bit of fish and chips at Eric's.
Sounds like a plan to me. Thank you very much for accompanying us today on our whistle-stop tour of North Norfolk. This is the last episode in Season 1 of our Norfolk Good podcast series. Mm-hmm. We are going to take a few weeks break
Ah, yes, I'm going to do a bit of smuggling and lawlessness on the North Norfolk coast.
Speak for yourself, Andrew. Well, apparently it'll just be me coming back for season 2 in a few weeks.
I will probably be locked up by some Marines or something.
So, all silliness aside,
Yeah.
Andrew.
I'm not going to do any pirating or anything.
That's always reassuring too. Dearie me, unless it's Easter eggs. Anyway, we will be back in a few weeks' time with season 2. We've got some exciting plans for that already.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you can take this opportunity to catch up with any episodes that you may have missed of the Norfolk and Good podcast. You can also still get some daily Norfolk inspiration via our Enjoying Norfolk Instagram account, and we're also very active on social media. Yep. So do check us out there. We've already mentioned that we love to hear your feedback, ideas and suggestions and ways you're enjoying Norfolk. We're always on the lookout for new ideas ourselves, so that would be great.
Definitely love to hear from you.
Indeed, yeah. And if you've enjoyed listening and could leave us a positive review wherever you downloaded the podcast from, that would be most appreciated as well.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
That'd be very kind. In the meantime, stay well. We look forward to speaking with you and enjoying Norfolk with you again soon. And we'll be back in a few weeks' time.
Yeah. Looking forward to season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah, great. Bye-bye.
Bye.